Hey, everybody, and welcome to Post University. I'm your course instructor, Jason Roberts, and this is a brand new course. Previously, I've been teaching English 110, which is a writing course here at the college. And now we're moving into these new FYE classes, which are also writing classes, but just a bit of a new format. And if you're new to Post, uh, this is all new to you anyway. If you're a current Post student, if you've been taking classes in the past, this will be some new stuff in terms of how Blackboard looks. So either way, I'm here to introduce you to the course and show you what the Blackboard page looks like and do a little bit of navigation to give you an idea about how to go about this. So I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to take a look at our course page, which you should all see now, hopefully. Yes, so FYE 140, College Writing, Finding Your Voice. That is us. So this is what the page is going to look like when you log on. And this should be the student view. Yes, this is the student view. So I've done some training on this, but it's still a little bit new to me. So we're going to walk through it together. Basically, you want to look at this is what you come to when you log on. You're going to have these banners, these links up top. So the content page is first. This just gives you an overview of the entire class, what all the content of the class. So this is definitely one way to access material, but I'm going to show you a few different ways to access your material. But here we have Unit 1. There's some student resources, some course information. Let me just show you how this works. There's a Blackboard Ultra guide for students. I definitely recommend going through that if this is new to you. The course information, we have these little arrows over here. That means you can uncollapse that and look at some of the course material. There is a Meet Your Instructor page, which has a picture of me and my office hours, my email address, a little background about me. What else? The course syllabus is here. You can easily click on that. Discussion board criteria, how I go about grading discussion boards and expectations of that. University policies, very important to go through those things. This is Ask the Instructor. So this is something that if you email me, I will respond to email quickly, usually within 12 hours. But you can also post here on this discussion topic, and this just goes to me. So you can type in a post here about something you're struggling with, or you have a question or whatever, and post it, and then I'll receive a message in my email that you've posted something. It might be a little bit redundant. If you just email me, the same thing happens. So, but if you feel like using that tool, by all means. Now, the hallway chat is basically the same thing, but I will not get these messages. This is a place you can discuss things with your peers in the class. And so if your peers are going to the hallway chat, posting things and going in and reading them, then you can engage in some discussion there. Again, I will not be monitoring this forum. I won't be looking at this. So don't ask me questions in this forum. You can ask each other questions and talk and do whatever you'd like. As simple as typing a post in here and hitting post, and you're done. One way to ensure that you're getting posts, meaning notifications. If you go right here, you can click follow. I'm already following it. So you click follow there. And that way you'll get indications, notifications that something is in there. And again, some other helpful text support right here. Student resources, we have some student resource essentials. This is, again, just some things to look through. Academic writing and copyright. This is where we're going to learn about APA. So this is going to be something, and how to access Purdue. So this is going to be something that's going to help with your grammar and your mechanics and the research format and the formatting of essays. So for example, if I'm giving you comments and I'm suggesting like, hey, you need to review your APA format, this would be a tool to go to, and I'll remind you of that when that time comes. Okay, and then we have our units. So unit 1, 2, 3, all the way through unit 8. 8 weeks, 8 units. Very cleanly laid out, I think. And if I'm not mistaken, actually, let me see. Okay, yeah. So you'll have access. Okay, so you have access. You can open a unit, but you can't work ahead on a unit. So you see the little locks over here. So it won't become available until the unit opens, until that week starts. But you can look at some of the details in it if you'd like. But week 1, I believe, is open. Yes. Oh, almost. Week 1 will be open when the class starts. But we have introductions, so I can look at this and give you an idea of what a discussion board looks like. So this is a discussion topic. So each week we do at least one discussion board. I think just one discussion board. And they're relatively easy to do. You look at the content here. There's some questions. What is one challenge you faced with writing in the past? What is one strength you bring to your writing, even if you're still developing it? You type your post here, you hit post, and you're done. If you're typing, you want to save it because you're not done yet, you can save it here. I also encourage students to type your discussion posts on a separate document outside of Blackboard, just in case something happens with Blackboard while you're typing, it like shuts you out or something like that, and sometimes you lose all your material. Type stuff on a separate document, copy and paste it when you're done, and copy it when you're done, paste it in here, and hit post, and that could be helpful. And then once you're done, your post will show up here, and then you want to make sure to go to let's see when you read through the discussion board guidelines and criteria, we are responding to peers. So you post your own by Wednesday of each week, and then you reply to 2 peers by that Sunday. So all that will be clear when you start going through the class and see the instructions. So this says, due date 1/18 at 8:59 p.m. Pacific time. So please note that. It's 5 points. It'll list how many posts you've put on and how many replies you put up there. It'll be pretty straightforward once you see it happening. But if you have any questions, of course, you can email me. I'm available. And then in a typical unit, we'll have another writing assignment. So we have an introduction this week, and then we have another discussion board and a writing assignment. So usually 2 to 3 assignments each week. And that's how the course is laid out every single week. So I don't want to talk as much about the content of writing right now. What I really want to talk about is time management. So I've been teaching for 25 years, I think. Doesn't look like it, does it? Anyway, I've been teaching about 25 years, and the thing that students, I think, struggle with the most is not like an ability to write. It has to do with confidence, definitely. And I think sometimes confidence is linked to just understanding how to manage your time really well. So if you feel less confident in your writing skills, you definitely want to spend more time practicing your writing in a given week in this class. So in order to maximize your time, you want to make sure that you're really following the schedule very carefully. So let's look at this calendar, for example, okay? Now, if we put on the month and we look at January, our classes start right here on the 11th, basically the 12th. So you can see all the assignments are listed here, right? So assignments are due on Sundays. In the past, unless something has changed, and I'll actually have to look this up myself because I'm not entirely sure, discussion board posts have been due on the Wednesday. So we have the post due on Wednesday and everything else is due on the Sunday. So this is great. This is something I want everybody to use, is looking at this calendar. In fact, I think you can actually can you? It'd be awesome if you could. Maybe not. I was going to say it'd be great if you could post something in there yourself. But if you have your own calendar, which I definitely recommend everybody to have, or even if you use it in your phone, a calendar in your phone, and use notifications in your phone, that kind of thing. But to visualize this calendar right here, if we start classes on Monday, if this is unit 1 right here, darn it. Sorry. This is unit 1 right here. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 ends on 18. This is week 1, unit 1. You don't want to start doing your work here, right? I know everybody has families, probably. I know everybody has work, probably. Maybe you have even more than one job. We have busy lives. I have a busy life. The thing that helps me get through every single day is planning and time management. So if I'm looking at these assignments and they're due on this day, and it's Monday, the 12th, and everything's due on 18th, I might say to myself, oh man, I got all week. I don't have to do this right now, but that's exactly the thing that we want to avoid. We want to see like everything's due on the 18th. This is day one. I'm going to start working on it day one. Maybe you don't actually get any of the assignments done. That's not the point. But maybe you plan out your week on day one. Maybe you look at your work schedule and your kind of family schedule and you're like, when am I going to fit this in? When am I going to fit school stuff in? And maybe not have to stay up all night doing it, right? So I would look at it as how much time do I have each day, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18? How much time each day can I work on these assignments? Because if it's me, I want to work on just a little bit a day. I want to break it down day by day. I want to work on just a little bit a day and maybe give myself time on 15, 16. Maybe I finish everything by the 14th, but on the 15th, 16th, I'm going to go back and revise things. I'm going to go back and check things before I submit them. That makes sense? So as long as you're submitting everything by the due date, you're good. Give yourself time to finish assignments early, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, say, but don't submit them yet. You don't have to. And give yourself time to let them sit. And then you go back, especially when we get into the writing, the big writing phase. Give yourself time to write, mess up. The writing is ugly. It should be ugly when you first start it. And the revision process is really where the writing comes to life. It's the crafting and the molding of the writing. So that's why you want to finish like a draft of something by the 14th and then give yourself the 15th off and maybe come back to it the 16th and 17th and do some revising, look at it again, and then submit it on the 18th. You follow me? I hope so. So that's my little spiel about that. That is really all I want to kind of get across in this first video. I'll post some other videos as we move along through the course. A couple other quick things. I post announcements every week, so you can see those here, but they'll also be sent to your email. Here's another way to get to the discussions, but as you saw, you can get to discussions through just the content. You can look up your grades in the grade book as we're moving along, so you keep track of yourself. And that's kind of all you really need to have access to. So I'm here to support you. Please email me if you have any questions or concerns, or you're not getting something, or something just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm here to help you. That's my job. My job is not here to criticize your writing or anything like that. My job is to help you build your writing, is to help you grow as a student, help you grow as a person, help you grow as a writer. And so my attitude and my approach is always support, support, support. It's never criticism, right? I'll tell you when maybe you need to work on something, but I'm always like, hey, this is good. This part's really good. This is what we need to focus attention on. Here's how you can do that. So hopefully that comes across. So yes, don't hesitate to email me. Don't hesitate to email me a lot if you need to. I'm here to help you. So that's it. I hope everybody has a great semester. And I hope we get off to a great start. I look forward to working with you all.